There's a plot synopsis for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 that was revealed along with some very interesting real and fake leaks and some silly things that might point towards a third movie, and if you love Sonic, subscribe right now. So according to a public catalog of copyright and description of work says, heroes Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles must face a mysterious new adversary. Shadow the Hedgehog as Dr. Robotnik reemerges after his defeat with a new plan. So this is kind of expected that Dr. Eggman would hire and team up with Shadow the Hedgehog much like he did with Sonic Adventure 2. From what we know about the CinemaCon trailer, at some point Dr. Eggman will be forced to team up with Sonic to defeat Shadow. Westopolis will be in the movie, and that Shadow uses his motorcycle, which I would not be surprised if he steals the motorcycle from the Knuckles show, in which Knuckles is seen riding off in a motorcycle at the end of the show. One thing that I notice about the possible story is that they seem to have been setting up Shadow since the beginning with the first movie with this line.
Are you sure you're okay with this? I mean, there's been a Wachowski protecting this town for more than 50 years.
That means that Tom Wachowski's dad or grandparent might have been the one protecting the town 50 years ago, and if somehow Wachowski was a GUN agent, they could have been the one who shot Maria, and that would be such a crazy coincidence and give even more firepower to Shadow the Hedgehog's revenge on Sonic. There is, however, one major problem with the storyline in the second movie.
After the events in San Francisco, a global task force was created, devoted to protecting our planet from alien threats. That day, Guardian Units of Nations was born.
So somehow GUN was only formed after San Francisco, so GUN was not yet in existence to shoot Maria. However, the Knuckles show might clarify on this.
Though it wasn't called Gun back then. It was a military shadow ops program run by a difficult.
Actually, this has happened before. There was a visit by an extraterrestrial in the 1974 tourney, but I don't think he was red.
So those hints will have some type of meaning in the third movie. So onto the leaks, there have been several reports from IMBD that Sofia Perez will be voicing Amy in the movie. However, I would only take that leak with a grain of salt because IMBD can often be sketchy when it comes to leaks. Speaking of characters, perhaps Tika Sumpter might be hinting at something. In the first movie, she wears yellow, which leads to Tails at the end. In the second movie, she wears red and black, which leads to Shadow the Hedgehog at the end. And in the Knuckles show, she wears pink sweater, which is the same color as Amy. And in another scene she wears a light blue shirt and a silver hat, which is the same color as Silver the Hedgehog. So if that pattern continues, that could be hinting that Amy and Silver the Hedgehog might have a future involvement. As for some leaks for the merchandise, I find it so funny that we already have bootleg merchandise for the third movie. So we got Boom Sonic Cream and a very ugly looking Tails figure, Knuckles with an OVA hat that's missing its stars, and a badly painted Rouge figure. Penguin Random House will have a book called Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Gadget, Gizmos, and Gears. And it says, from rings to Chaos Emeralds to Dr. Robotnik's Badniks, Sonic the Hedgehog is always finding awesome gadgets and mystical items in his adventures. Next, we have Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the official movie Mad Libs. This will include 21 fill-in-the-blank stories featuring Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Dr. Eggman, as well as a Sonic the Hedgehog 3 MTI sticker and activity book, which says readers can team up with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles in the 16-page book featuring games, puzzles, stickers, and activities. It also says all of these are scheduled to release on November 5th. The brand manager of Sonic also put out a statement confirming that there will be a massive lineup of merchandise which includes Jakks Pacific, which makes most of the Sonic merchandise and figures, as well as Build-A-Bear. And Jakks Pacific even announced a global deal for all Sonic the Hedgehog 3 merchandise. Perhaps the trailer will come around Summer Game Fest, and when we finally get to see Movie Shadow, the internet will break. I mean, just look how incredible some of these fan-made animations of Shadow are. In the meantime, I will continue to pull my hair out and be on the edge of my seat waiting for this trailer to be released. That's gonna do it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and remember, you gotta go fast!